a new microphone, a new headset. Um, Now, the reason why I haven't been uploading so many videos is because, well, I didn't have a microphone and I don't really like doing videos without being able to talk about something, even if it's some random bullshit. Now I have a new headset. Let's see, what else, what else? I'm not sure what else I'm going to do, but this is not what I wanted to do. Whoever's going to take my bounty can take my bounty. I don't really care.
Crazy! Bro, what the fuck? Shit, man!
No, I want the motorcycle. Take the damn motorcycle. Get rid of that noise. That shit sucks. It fucking sucks ass. Like if I could describe the amount of ass it could suck, it would be like a whale's ass. It sucks whale's ass. That's how bad it sucks. In case why you're wondering, if you're wondering why I'm going through the this area to get to the Diamond Casino, it's due to I have a bounty worth 7,000 on my head, and I do not particularly feel like getting killed before I get to the Diamond Casino. So, because um, because of this, I am trying my best to really mess with the characters and watch them just try to figure out where the hell I'm going. Alright, I really need to turn this down some. Alright, there we go. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Um, let's see. Something that recently has happened at work is, I used to work the day shift, but now I'm gonna have to work the night shift because some fucking dumbass decided, oh hey, you know what? Uh, instead of instead of putting everybody on day shift to unload a fucking truck, uh, let's get rid of the truck unloaders completely and put them on night shift so they can stock shelves for 750 an hour. And I'm like, fuck you, you're giving me my same old pay, which is 1050 an hour. But you know, on top of that, you're also going to give me a raise of like $1 or $2, not that much. But apparently, I may not get a $2 raise. It's two fucking dollars. Yeah, screw you. But it's two fucking dollars. And you know what? They might deny it because it's too much money. A $2 raise from what I was originally getting paid would be $12.50. That's not much. That just means by the end of the 2 weeks when I get paid, I would most likely have a $400 paycheck. That's much better than the $200 paycheck that I'm already getting paid. But no, they're like, fuck that noise. Yeah, so am I. I'm looking forward to some peace and quiet. Fuck you, man. My relationship with my girlfriend has, it's been pretty good so far, but it's also had its ups and downs, and it's also been a little bit shaky at times, especially for especially for like the past week or so, it's been a smidge shaky. Um, on top of that, I've also started a community on the PlayStation 4. There it is. Uh, let's see. Um, so the relationship has been pretty good for a while, but it could be better. It could be a whole lot better. Um, right now it's in that weird spot where you're wanting something and she's wanting something, but you're not sure how either of you can, like, you want to be able to give her that, but you know you can't. You want to give her what you know will make her happy. What she's been asking you would make, what she's been telling you would make her happy, but you're not sure how you would be able to give it to her. And there's also this issue with not really being able to, um, you're unable, you're both going for the same thing, okay, the same goal, but neither one of you knows how to actually acquire it. You're not sure how to give it to the other person before uh, you can actually get it yourself. Like, for example, let's use happiness. You're not sure how to make the other person happy without without messing up. You're not sure how to like, make someone else happy because you're not sure how to be happy yourself. Bitch. Yeah, just 100,000. Not too damn bad. But yes, this is the lovely loading screen of the Diamond Casino and Resort. I also ended up buying a facility, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, no, you ended up using real world money for for shark cards so you could buy everything at a low level."
Ready for some
I'm
real
like,
excitement? Bet on the
yes,
ponies
I
at
may
the
be a
Inside
low
Track, the
level,
premier
but that
horse
does not
racing lounge
mean
at the Diamond Casino
I
and
actually
Resort.
had to use real world money. No, I fucking grinded on all of the racetracks, all of the death ball tournaments or whatever the fuck they are. I I basically grinded my ass off on these fucking what do you call them, mini games. I grinded my ass off on these mini games, and you still don't fucking believe me when I say I have tried and I've succeeded. I've also had to get some friends to help me out because I'd be like, oh, 500,000 off, and they'd help me get 500,000. Fuck yes. 30,000 right off the bat. See, bitch, that's the shit I've been doing. Well, not all the time, but that's what I've been doing recently, and most of the time it's been working. And I'm not really sorry to whatever that little fucker is right there who had that stupid Letterman jacket that just walked past me in the Fox mask. But I blew up your shit, bitch. Why did I blow it up? Because you're a bitch. Definitely unicorn. No.
Welcome.
14,000
Take your
chips.
time. Remember, it's how you use it that counts.
Hold the fuck up.
What'll it be today? There.
All of them.
Here.
And I am gonna trade in all 1,000 of them. There we go.
No bed is too small.
And there we go.
Casinos.
Okay, good. It's saved for me. Now, where the fuck is the exit? Okay, that right. It is that way.
Fucking library.
Now, I've been asked this a lot.
Hello there.
I've been asked this quite a lot while playing. Why does my character, no matter what outfit he has, always has a Fox mask? Well, you see, for me, I fucking love foxes, alright? I also have I have this weird belief. I mean, you don't gotta quote me on it or anything, but I have this belief that foxes are actually really good luck, because every time I've seen a fox, I've just had fucking incredible luck.
Fucking crazy.
Now, I know that may just seem like a coincidence to some, and it probably is, but for me, it's just how it is. That I see a fox, I get good luck. I'm not too overly superstitious, but I feel like foxes are really lucky animals. Alright. Oh, a rabbit's foot. That's really lucky. I'm like, first of all, who noticed this? Where there's not... What? Now, where the fuck did my bike go? Right behind me. Yeah, give me a second, alright. Okay, my bike. That is not good. Hey. Give me a lift, The bitch, I know you did not just... Give me a lift. Oh yeah, you're riding with the fox now, bitch. Let's go. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Do 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 do. Um. Shit, man. I don't really know what to do. Alright, so let me tell you some bullshit that that my fucking teachers did. They Alright, you coming in? You coming in? How the fuck was I not in passive mode? I put it in passive mode. Alright, you know what? That little bitch can go be a little bitch. Beep beep, motherfucker.
You are a bitch. Let's go, hot dog.
Yeah, go bitch yourself. Oof, that did not look good.
You're an asshole. You're screwed.
I'm an asshole, you're an asshole. Fuck you. Bitch. Dynasty, real estate. Fuck you. Dynasty 8, real estate. Fluffy. Fluffy cut. Do 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 do. This is all you're gonna see from my character's face. There we go. Ah, yes, there we go. Wait, no. There we go. The fuck do I got down here? Can I like blow my fucking brains over my own wall's house? God damn it. Please tell me I just went to the fucking... God damn it. Hey, you know what? Fuck it. Don't you tell me.
Let's play some hoops later.
Good seeing you.
Don't you fucking tell me that this shit's ended up doing the shit.
Hello, this is Morse Mutual Insurance.
Oh, thank God.
I think we can handle that.
What you gonna do when this guy walks up to your wife and starts eating her ass?
Sorry. Pardon.
Ugh, man, what's going on?
What are we going to do?
You want some, bitch? Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. One of the most overpowered guns in the game. Splatula da 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 da. Fuck, why do I always think that's gonna work? I need like a monster truck or something. Moped bitch. Vroom vroom, motherfucker, I'm in my mom's car. You fucking inbred.
Rome was stowed there. Weirdo, Laga. Shit,
I swear to God, I will destroy each and every one of you personally. I am the Batman. B2. Alright, let me see. What else I have on my planner? I'm gonna sell a car. Modify. I'm not gonna upgrade it. I don't want to deal with that bullshit. If the vehicle is fucking sold, why am I still in it? Can I share my broadcast with this? With the... I don't think I can. It's only been 9 minutes. I'll be right back. Welcome back, motherfuckers. Alright, let's see. Do. Alright, so the... fuck. Yes! Don't you hate it whenever life makes it feel like you're just driving yourself straight into a pole? Get the fuck on your bike, bitch. But, we're gonna go do a little mission real quick. But, don't... Alright, so the PlayStation community that I made, is called it's called Secrets. And you see, the thing about Secrets is it's it's a I don't want this to sound like cheesy or like just completely dumb, because I know the topic I'm wanting to talk about is it's actually kind of serious. It's the full name of it is Secrets. Fuck, what the hell did I name my? Oh my god, I'm having a complete brain fart. Ah, yes, I remember now. Secrets, Advice for Depression. I'm there 24/7. Well, not 24/7. I do have a job and I also have to sleep at some point. But, basically what I'm going to do there, or what I'm going to try to do, is if anyone has any questions about how to cope with their depression or anxiety or some form of mental illness, or if they just need to talk to someone or like about anything that they're going through in their life, I'm there. I'll talk to you as the minute I can, but like if it's something urgent, like if it's about suicide or death, like if it's a heavy topic like that, don't just contact me. I mean, contact more than me. Try to find more outside help. I mean, there's only so much I can do. I'm a guy on the internet with a headset and a weird ass accent that I've been doing for 9 minutes just to see what it would sound like on video, and it sounds weird as hell. I'm dead. No, I'm not dead. But my back's up there now. Anyways, any topics about suicide, depression, anxiety, which, yes, is a real, it's a real disorder, and technically it is all in your head, but at the same time, it's not like, oh, I'm afraid of spiders. Like that's a fear. A fear you can try to, like, most of the time you can get over. Anxiety is something you cannot help. I mean, well, you can help through medication and therapy and a decent coping mechanism. But what I mean by it's something you cannot help is it's something that will reoccur constantly. It's the definition of anxiety is an overwhelming feeling where the chest feels like it is tightening, the breath feels like it is getting shallow or harder to breathe, and it does. You feel like the world is collapsing around you. You start to freak out and like freeze all at the same time, or you could get an insane headache. I know sometimes whenever my girlfriend gets anxiety, she'll like occasionally like get a headache or throw up, or just start to feel ridiculously nauseous. All right, I need this music to go off. Like, okay, there we go. But there's also the topic of suicide. Like if you're going to if you're even thinking about suicide, that's living your life dangerously, and that's something you really shouldn't be doing. I mean, I get that you might find some comfort in it, in the thought of it, but it's not something that you should do. It's not a good resort. You see, you may be thinking that it's taking away your pain, but it's not getting rid of your pain. It's giving it to someone else. Families and friends, loved ones, people who you care about, and people who care about you that you never even realized cared about you. Like, for example, let's say this girl named Amanda. She ended up killing herself because she thought her life was too hard. Her parents had a 9-to-5 job like everyone else. She went to school and her teacher was hard on her. And then someone made a rude comment about her shirt, right? Saying that it was ugly, or, oh, it has too many stains on it. And then she finds out later that there's some sort of rumor going around about her being a slut or a skank or something like that. And it's not true, and she knows it's not true. And then, let's say one of her friends starts to slowly ignore her. She's going to feel isolated. She's going to feel like nobody really likes her. And with this continuing over a certain amount of time, it's going to wear down this person. And they will slip into a deep, deep depression. Eventually thinking about taking their own life. Now, first, just thinking about it's not good. Because it means you're really thinking of not just taking away your own life, but it can end up ruining the lives of people around you. Like, for example, if you ended up killing if Amanda ended up killing herself, right, and took her own life, that teacher that was just a bit too hard on her because she thought she was gonna go somewhere, like in life, she thought she was gonna go somewhere in life, right? She now no longer thinks that she is fit to teach, and gave up her teaching license and never went back to school for any reason. She now doesn't even think she's a good mother because of that. And that girl who said that there was a stain or something, or made fun of Amanda's shirt, now she only did that because she was jealous of her and wanted to make her feel as bad as, like, not intentionally wanting to make her feel bad, but wanting to make her seem more not human, but she wanted to make them seem even. Like, oh, there's a flaw with me, so there has to be a flaw with you. Everybody's gonna have their flaws. Everybody's gonna have these dark moments. And, oh, those parents that have a 9-to-5 job, well, they quit. The mother now, she's just staring out of the window, thinking she should take her own life to be with her baby girl. Her father, he now has crippling anxiety and has horrible memories of whenever the police told her that she had died. And that girl, like I said before, the one who picked on her because that shirt she was jealous of, because she secretly wanted to be her friend, but for some reason picked on her, because, like, that is an actual thing that happens. People will pick on you and want to be your friend, but at the same time, like, be like, oh, you're fucking weird, you should go home and da-da-da-da-da. But then, like, they don't think of it as, oh, hey, I might not be making a good impression on this person, and I might not be making myself look like I'm friendly. Oh fuck, that's where my car is. Like, There are people out there who will make fun of you and then expect to be your friend after that because they wanted you to try to live through their eyes for a second, or something weird like that. Yeah, well, now she cuts every day because she thinks that a smile would have helped you, or maybe not picking on you over a shirt, for all things, would have been better. Basically what I'm saying is you're not getting rid of your own pain. You're giving it to people who you didn't realize cared about you. Your teacher, she cared about you. And she quit her job because she found out you committed suicide. And she felt that she was too hard on you and not fit to be a teacher anymore. The girl who picked on you because she secretly wanted to be you? Well, she cuts every day now. Your mom and dad's marriage have completely been destroyed by now. That is, if they weren't divorced already. Now they definitely are. Your mom isn't taking it well. Your dad barely leaves the house, and your mom just sits at a window staring out all day, wondering when she'll be able to see her baby again. It's not going to be good for anyone involved. It may be no pain for you, but it's a lot of pain for everyone else. Because you see, whenever you take yourself out, you're not just taking yourself out, you're also taking out the small pieces of everybody else's soul that cared about you, and nothing is going to be able to fill that, ever. Now, I don't know where I was going with this, but basically what I'm saying is, before you try to end yourself in any way, shape, or form, at least try to get help. If not for you, for the people who you may not know do care about you. Like, for example, let's say you end up talking to this boy who you really, really liked, but he seemed disinterested and barely said anything. Instead, yeah, sure, to everything you said. It's not that he doesn't like you, or he doesn't like talking to you, or that he's trying to ignore you. It could be he's thinking about something else, something that worries him. And you took it as him ignoring you. So you chose to commit suicide over that. And now because he liked you and he actually wanted to date you, possibly one day even marry you. Because you're gone, in his eyes, he has nothing to live for. In his eyes, you were his world, but because of that one day where he was stressing out over something that he didn't feel like he should tell anyone, you're gone. Other people can influence you to do bad things. Other people can manipulate your emotions. They will manipulate your emotions. And usually it's not for the best. But you gotta stick around for the times whenever it is. On in the PlayStation community that I made, Secrets Advice for Depression, the reason why I made it is because I've seen plenty of people who have taken their own life over something that just could have been avoided altogether. And they had no one to talk to. And I've met so many amazing people out there who have anxiety, and their families just don't believe that anxiety. They just go, oh, it's all in your head. Oh, it's not real. You'll get over it. No, you won't. It's not something that you can just make go away with the snap of a finger. It takes time and therapy and actual acknowledgement. They need to talk about these things, but does anyone ever listen? No, they don't. With anxiety, they're just like, oh, you'll get over it. Oh, you're faking. There's no such thing as anxiety. Yes, there is. Don't try to sit there and tell me there's no such thing as anxiety. I know there is such a thing as anxiety. I've been near people who have it. I have it. Don't try to tell me there is no fucking thing as anxiety. There are people out there who have anxiety, alright? There are people out there with anxiety that can't help whenever an attack happens. They can't understand whenever a panic attack is occurring. Their chest tightens. Their breath shortens. And usually they'll freeze up. Or the complete opposite will happen. Their chest will tighten, their breath will shorten, and instead of freezing, they freak out. They become uncontrollable and erratic. Now, I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but it's certainly not a good thing. And if you don't think that's real, someone freaking out because they're telling you they're having an anxiety attack. If they tell you they're having an anxiety attack and they're freaking the fuck out, do not tell them that's fake. That shit is clearly real. You are clearly seeing the signs of anxiety and ignoring that shit. And people who say, oh, depression is just a deep, deep sadness. No, it's so much more than that. Don't you fucking get it? Depression is, yeah, a form of sadness, but it's much, much deeper. Depression is a form of sadness where not only are you sad, but it feels like there's a piece of your soul that's being crushed. You feel like you're falling into some sort of abyss where nobody is listening or watching. You feel like you can't crawl your way out of this pit. And you know what? Like I said before, your mind goes into a much darker place. You see, depression and suicide are buddies, very close ones at that. And they like to bully people. More specifically, they like to bully themselves. Your body is the perfect host for depression and suicide. Now, you're probably wondering, what the hell am I talking about? Because there's no way my body is perfect for depression and suicide. Yes, it is. If you've ever lost a loved one and you've grieved, now, grieving is different from depression, yes. But if you've ever grieved and thought, maybe I should harm myself so this pain will go away, so it becomes something physical that I can control, That's depression. If you thought maybe I should kill myself so I could go and see my loved one in whatever afterlife they believe in, that's depression and suicide working together. And it's not gonna just kill you. It's also gonna destroy people around you. Now, mental illness is not something that's really supposed to be taken lightly. It's become some sort of a taboo topic in this modern day. I don't know what the fuck to call it. The modern day, the modern society. It's something that's rarely talked about, and it's wrong. It's wrong to not talk about this. There needs to be more awareness for it. Nobody's going out there. No one's going out there and going, oh, hey, you know what? We need to talk about depression. We need to talk about mental illness. We need to talk about mental health. Nobody does that shit. If somebody did that shit with me, maybe I wouldn't have ended up in a mental hospital. Maybe my mom wouldn't have gotten called down to the school so many times. No, instead of people going, oh, your son has ADHD. Instead of them focusing on something else like that, like, they would blame my disruptions in class on my ADHD. Now, I'm not gonna say that it's all depression and my outbursts emotionally, like, whenever I did have them. But a lot of the times whenever I did do something just downright horrible or just messing with someone or disrupting the class in some way, shape, or form, it's because I was wanting attention that I felt like I wasn't getting. It's because I felt like no one was gonna be there. I was crying out for help. I wanted myself to have pain and suffering. And nobody helped me. Not until the 9th grade, at least. That's whenever someone actually started to notice the signs. Sudden change in behavior, appearance. The mood swings, which I guess I've already said because of behavior, but same fucking thing, right? Not that anyone really cares. Hell, I'm probably just ranting on into a mic right now and nobody can hear me. But, yeah. I was a kid who had no clue why I was more than sad. It was this indescribable hollowness, a pain that I couldn't really describe, and I still can't really describe it. It's like I was, in lack of a better term, I know this is about to sound really cheesy, but in lack of a better term, it sounded like, or felt like, I was trying to climb up a mountain that had no face, right? You know, the type that, if you don't get that, just fucking Google it, alright? It felt like I was climbing up a mountain that had no face, trying to reach above the clouds. Trying to reach above the clouds to see how the sun tastes. But I'm not going anywhere. I'm just staying in place. I'm trying to climb a mountain that has no face, trying to reach above the clouds to see how the sun tastes. Because I wanted that happiness. I wanted that warmth. I wanted any form of attention that I could get. Because I was scared. This wasn't supposed to be about me.
Oh shit!
So, like I said before, when I was in the mental ward, I met plenty of amazing people where their families didn't believe that anxiety was a real thing, or that depression was all in your head, or they were there because they ended up committing some sort of like they would. It was self-loathing, self-harm. That's what it was. They did some sort of self-harm, and I met a lot of people like that there. They were there because nobody believed them about anything. Nobody wanted to reach out and help. They seemed so lonely at first. But as soon as you started talking to them about why they were there, it was surprising. They seemed a whole lot happier than the reason why they showed up. For example, I met this girl, let's call her, Sarah. So Sarah was there because her mom was an alcoholic and her dad was abusive in more ways than one. Now, this abuse and alcoholism ended up taking its toll on her. She suffered for her parents' neglect and their actions. This ended up putting her in a very, very dark place. She had tried to commit suicide 3 times. Twice by hanging, and the one that she was currently there for by taking pills with her mother's alcohol. Now, she had to have her stomach pumped, and she was admitted there for almost a month. The day I went in, she was about to leave. She was going to be put back out into her abusive parents' custody. And that's something she was terrified of. So she acted up. She tried to do whatever she could to stay there longer. Because her parents scared her. They didn't believe her about anything. Whenever she was getting bullied in school, they didn't believe her. They just told her to shut up and grow the fuck up. Quit telling them about some stupid bullshit that they didn't care about. And so, she quit. She quit telling them. And eventually, since there was no one there for her to talk to, or at least she thought there was no one there to talk to, she started thinking about suicide. She had rows and rows of scar tissue along her arms. And I couldn't tell if it was, well, I can obviously tell it was from a blade. But I couldn't tell how long it had been going on. I could obviously see that it was going on for a while because of how many scars there were. But nobody believed her on anything. And whenever I finally sat down and heard her story, her teachers would not her, like, they would not grade her homework or any assignments that she turned in, which made her grades drop. Her parents would get called to school about her dropping grades, and whenever she'd get home, she would be beaten, and her dad would do things to her. Now, obviously, you can see why she self-harmed. You can see why she wanted to commit suicide. And I thought it was horrible that she was trying to get there. Or not go with her parents. I mean, thought it was horrible she was trying to stay in the hospital where she would be watched. Social services were called whenever they ended up finding out about her self-harming tendencies. And the parents claimed they did not know, even though they very well did. But because they let it happen, and because they pretended and lied that they didn't know that their daughter had done this, the social services lady suggested a hospital to send her to. And that's exactly what they did. And because of that, she had to stay there for a little over a month. She told me on the last day she was there that it was the best month she actually had. Now, the interesting part is when I was there, I couldn't easily understand why people thought of the horrible things that they were wanting to do. There was this guy there, let's call him Chris. He was there for suicide, like just about everyone else there. Or a suicide attempt. And you see, Chris tried to hang himself twice. The first time, he tried using an electrical cord, but for some fucking reason, he tied it to the ceiling fan. The ceiling fan came out and alerted his parents. They sent him to a therapist and a psych ward. After about a couple weeks, maybe a month, I don't remember, of therapy for him, he was released. About a year or so goes by for him. Nothing too eventful happens. He slips back into that depression, and he tries to kill himself again. This time, somewhere where no one would hear, in the woods. And the rope snapped. His parents only found out because of the huge ass bruise that formed around his neck. The day I got there, he had actually gotten it. So the bruise is still very, very fresh. And he told me the reason why he did what he did. It wasn't because his life was horrible or anything. It's because he kept having these ungodly anxiety attacks. And nobody could tell him how to cope with them. Like I said before, his chest tightened every time he started to have an anxiety attack. You could hear his breathing get shallow and